Hi, my name is Lindsay Weiner, and I'm with the EQ Child, where we work with parents and educators to help children develop social, emotional skills. So I'm really excited to be here today. I want to share with you one of the main things that I do, which is using literacy to help develop these skills in children. And one of the skills I really want to focus on today is empathy. So I'm going to be showing you some books that really relate to empathy and how you can use this with your children, mostly geared today for ages 5 through age 8, but you can certainly make judgments as to where your children are and use these books appropriately. So when we're talking about empathy and helping children learn empathy, one great book to use is Rosies Classes, which is about a girl who goes through her day with a bit of a cloud above her head. And what I love about the story is that it's told in black and white. There are no words, but it comes a certain point in the book where everything seems to be going wrong until she finds a pair of glasses. And when she puts on these glasses, she starts to see things with a new perspective. And it's a really wonderful way for kids to start to see that if they look at something maybe a little bit differently, and if we model that for our children, that maybe there's a different way of seeing things, and maybe just by looking at it with a slightly different focus, we can see the good in something or in somebody, as opposed to the negative. So that's a really great book to use. Another great book to use, one of my favorites, is called Duck Rabbit, which is about also just a very, which is about also seeing things from different perspectives too, which is really hard for kids at this age, but something that we are really looking for them to start to do, start seeing problems and circumstances from different perspectives. So in this example, these great illustrations, kid might see a duck or they might see a rabbit. It's one of my favorite authors as well, Amy Krauss Rosenthal, and she plays around a lot with this. So in this book, kids love it. The illustrations are really clear, so you can really see the duck and you can really see the rabbit. And it can be used as a great way as a great platform to then think about how you might see something in a different way than your child, even looking at a shadow on the ground. What do you see and what do I see? Or looking at a cloud in the sky. So again, just trying to show kids different perspectives. Another book that I really love is a book called Mirror, which follows a sort of a day in the life of two children, one in Morocco and one in Australia. And it opens like this. It's a little hard to see probably in this video, but it's got some great pictures, and through the pictures of what they do every day, you can really start to see that that their lives are similar and yet they're different. And that's what we really want to try to point out to children about how we share so many things with other kids around the world, families, school, day-to-day life, and yet how it might look for us might look a lot different for someone who lives in a different part of the world. So it's a really great book, especially for older kids, to start to see, to reinforce that idea that people have different perspectives on things, but that we actually share a lot of commonalities as well. Another book that I really like is this book that's come out called I Walk with Vanessa. It's also told through minimal words. I think there actually are no words. And it tells the story of a girl who comes to school, who's a new girl in school, and she is bullied in the playground. And it's a really great way to read the pictures with your children and read the emotions that you start to see on other children's faces. So you can see here, for example, that she looks really scared about what might be happening to her. And so taking the time to read this and read what's happening in the pictures is really important. And then what happens is another girl starts to realize that this girl is feeling bullied. And so that idea of empathy, putting herself in her shoes, really comes out in this story. And what she chooses to do is a really great way of of something to talk about with children. What can I do with this empathy? How can I do something, not just feel empathy, but how can I do something to make someone else feel better? And so what she ends up doing in the story is choosing to walk with this girl to school every day and become her friend. And through her action, she then influences other people as well. So a really great story that you can read at many different levels because it's a wordless book. You can read with kids at a younger age and also as they get a little bit older. And it really brings out that idea of empathy and what you can do with that feeling of empathy to show somebody that you care. Thank you so much for being here today, and I hope this was helpful, and I look forward to sharing some more tips with you soon.